everybody, it's Grace, and I'm proud of myself. I finally went into the library. I used to teach here many years ago. I taught here, and it's a community college. And when I taught here, the library was in a different spot. It was basically right behind it, and they built it on since then. I wish I knew. It's been there for years. But I just never would go into it. I'm serious. I just would never get myself in there, and I want to look around, just to look around and then find certain kinds of books. I just don't really trust what you see on the internet or read on the internet. And someone to go in there, I can't access from home. I can access things, scholarly journal articles and peer reviews, stuff like that. Yeah, I can access that, but I wanted to actually get some books, Front, I really like this, the way they have it. But anyway, in the middle it's a two-story, if you can see. It's kind of cloudy. It's two floors. It's big. It is big for a college, yeah. University would usually, around here, it would be about that big. This is a college. Some of them are bigger, like, not at colleges, but universities, much bigger. Like the one where I taught, much bigger. I don't know what it's like now, but anyway, I finally made it in there, and so that's a little bit of a vlog part of this. Yeah, and it's going to help me to get back to walking long distances, because I was in heaven in the library. Remember, I was a career student. So let's get back to being serious, and don't hit me, okay? She's a little bit short to be looking over that steering wheel. But anyway, I wanted to talk about what I've been hearing lately. People talk about all the pitfalls of being popular on YouTube. Unyield. It wasn't, I don't know what that was over there. There was a sign there. Anyway, real life happens in the middle of a video. But, yeah, I've been hearing people talk about what it's like being popular on YouTube. Now, I'm not going to, name anybody. I don't even think I remember them. Plus, why would I name them? I'm not trying to out anybody or anything. And they're anonymous. But anyway, what I've been hearing is, it makes me wonder, why would anybody want to be popular on YouTube? Yes, I do know that there is a, the monetary thing. They get money, monetized, earn money, get popular, earn money, yeah. But from what I remember before, all that change about, when I was monetized, there wasn't that much money. I had some videos do pretty well, but just really wasn't. And of course, I know about trolls. I've been on YouTube for like what now? Well, on it, watching these for about 5 years, and I've said that before, and actually making them about 4.5. And yes, I've had trolls. I've had people say things that, for me, it's always just block delete. I don't even, usually if I see a trollish kind of comment, I just kind of skim and see that and block delete. No problem after that. You might get another account, block delete. How many are they going to have? Block delete. Well, you can have quite a few, but block delete. Seriously. But from what I've heard, these stories about this, about being really popular, not just a few thousand, I'm talking really popular, and even some who were not that popular. There was one woman, she had under 1,000. She wasn't even monetized yet, and the troll comments she was getting were, oh my goodness. But like I say, I know I've been online like this kind of thing since 1990. I had my first computer in 1982, so I know a little bit about it. But I've been online in this kind of way. It's like a social media, or platforms and stuff, since 1990, and I've certainly seen bashers, haters, flamers, what other names, trolls, various names along the way. So I've certainly seen them, but man, they have gotten really, really bad. I would say the past year and a half. And it seems like it's getting worse more just the past few months. You know, I could say, hey, maybe I just wasn't seeing them all before, but no, I think the hatred that they're throwing out is more common these days. More gangs of them doing them. I don't know, just this unbelievable, some of the things that they will say. And I wonder if they realize, yeah, it can be, what is it called? Not traced, but you know what I'm saying about, talking about. I guess it would be traced. Okay. So yeah, but from the stories I've heard, the things that I've been told and heard, it's ridiculous what people have to put up with. I really think that these social media platforms, the corporations that own the tech companies, that they need to get a grip on this, you know, somehow. And I'm not blaming it all on them, no way. I'm also, you know, saying everybody has a little bit of responsibility here. You're accountable for what you do or you don't do. You know, why are you leaving those comments up? Why aren't you monitoring your comments? Why don't you have them on approved? But you have to approve each one. And when one of those comes up, you can leave it on as not approved. You have not approved it, and you can report it from there. And, you know, report it from there. So not everybody else has to see it, and other people see. I've done videos on this recently, more than once. But other people can't see it, so no, you know, people who just are trolls, they don't see as many. You're not giving them a platform, okay, for others to see and think, oh, well, this is what we can do. You know, even young people, you know, young naive people, or just naive people who are not young, think, oh, I can come and take all my anger out on this person doing a video, or this person doing a group, or this person doing whatever on you know, this tweet. You know, that's his tweet. Yeah, you know what I mean. But no, don't give them a platform. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. I can't change the world. I'm not that type of person to think that way even. But yeah, spread the word. Don't give them a platform. Yeah. I mean, the victim, you've received that bad comment. Yeah, you're not at fault of them leaving that bad comment. No, I'm not going to blame you for that. But if you make the world see it, what are you doing? And we all have some accountability somewhere. I really can't stand when somebody just states that you have, you know, you're accountable for this. You know, it's your fault for that. In this kind of situation, and just leaves it there. They don't point out, no, you're not at all responsible for somebody being abusive. But in this kind of situation, don't let the world see it. You know? Really, don't blame yourself for that person making that kind of, you know, troll comment. But yeah, get rid of it. You know, once you report it, or if you have to report to the police, keep it up and go down to your police department. Show them, you know, whatever it takes. Yeah. Okay. But I'm not an advice channel. I'm just saying that because, you know, these people can be dangerous. And everybody has to take responsibility for what they do or don't, or don't do, you know, themselves. Nobody else is on this planet to take responsibility for what you do or don't do, but anyway, yeah, and that's how I see it. That's what I would tell myself, or my children, you know, whatever, family. It's, yeah, you know, if you're online, don't give them a platform. Woo, ran over the curb. And don't run over the curb. I just kind of smoothed the curb down a little bit. I wasn't all the way on top of it, just by the way. I was kind of rubbing it. But anyway, yeah, real life happens in the little video, like I said earlier. But, yeah. Now, I'm not blaming people for all these horrible comments they've received. Like I said, I'm not blaming them for that. I do, and I'm not blaming people for wanting to be popular on any kind of social media, especially ones where they're making money. I'm not blaming them for that at all, you know. But and I hate that whole thought that some people have, that if you put yourself out, and I've said this on videos before, that people have this thought of that if you put yourself out in the public, then you know what's going to happen, like as if you deserve it. No, you don't. No, you do not. That kind of mentality needs to change. And just because somebody's like a public figure on TV, or in the government, or in any, at some college, university like I just left, wherever they're popular. That doesn't mean that they're saying, okay, you can come and abuse me. No, they're not. And people need to learn to respect and to have boundaries. Okay, do you understand the word boundaries? You don't step other people's boundaries, no matter who they are. You don't step over them. We all know that trolls, they don't care. Many of them, I can't say all of them don't. One size doesn't fit all in this kind of thing. But yeah, I see it as a whole, a whole situation. It kind of has a circular, okay? It goes back around to the same point. Don't give them a platform. They shouldn't be doing it. But they're doing it, so don't give them a platform. And it's not your fault that they're doing it. You see, just kind of goes around. But there's a whole thing going on with it. And I really dislike the people who beg. See, I don't care what kind of comment you leave, negative or positive, it doesn't matter. That, to me, is kind of histrionic. I'm not diagnosing at all, no. That was a little bit of a joke. But yeah, I've seen people with big time that were diagnosed, actually, the ones I know that do this kind of thing, they were diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. But they will remain nameless. But yeah, that was their kind of thing. They didn't care what kind of attention they got, negative, positive, doesn't matter. But it also kind of makes me think of something I was mentioned recently, is when you see somebody who's doing really something bad and saying things are bad, in a way you kind of want to see the comments where people are saying, no, you're wrong, but that's a bit different. They're being, it's a criticism, maybe constructive criticism, versus the others are just troll comments. You see, there's a difference between those. Boy, am I going off on this one. I should go ahead and wrap it up. But you see what I'm saying? I just don't, but when it gets down to it, what I'm thinking is, why, if it weren't for the money thing, if you didn't have to worry about the money, or concern yourself with money, or money, you're not money motivated, why would you want to be? How important is it to you? What is it about, really? Is it you spreading the message, you spreading the word of whatever it is, or you're spreading the word for just your creativity? Whatever, is it that important to you if you are, that you must be, you must be popular? How important it is to you. Now, of course, I've got many thoughts on that, but I think this video is probably getting a little bit too long, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up at this point, and maybe later on do more on it. Okay, if you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click on the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media if you would. And I'll talk to you all in another video. Bye.